Good morning, and welcome to our continuing series, Interviews with Disciples and Devotees. Today, part 3 with our dear friend Rajan. Namaskar. So we were somewhere around the construction, completion of your center and the inauguration. What happened? What else can you tell us?
So it was inaugurated and we were opening the center only on a special occasion, on Darshan days and Navaratri. We had first Navaratri very beautifully done for 10 days. On Ganesh birthday we had once an exhibition on him. And that's it. But it was not open for the public. It was not daily opened. So we only inaugurated it and we were there, still living there.
But how did you know Gitanjali, who took me there?
I think that
someone else took me there.
Okay. I think, no, you were actually invited by us and Elena, Ayanar and myself, we wanted you to...
Yes, Elena,
so, yeah.
Right.
So I will just come, I'm coming to the point.
Okay, good.
Then the center, it didn't function, but only we inaugurated it and we were maintaining it, its cleanliness and the presence ourselves, Kasturi and myself.
You were still living downstairs?
Still living downstairs. Then in about 3 years later, we wanted to move into Auroville. So we got a place in Courage community. Eugen helped us a lot.
Eugen?
Yeah. So our great gratitude and love for him, which he made us possible to come into Auroville, because I was not Aurovillian, my wife was Aurovillian and I had to apply for Aurovillian because I had to move in. So that was the reason why also...
But your wife was an Aurovillian?
She was Aurovillian already before the marriage. Then we moved, I think 2 years ago somewhere, almost now 2 years completed. And before moving to Auroville, we had this doubt about what to do with the place. You see, there's a meditation room upstairs and downstairs. What are we going to do with it, the whole house? So then we went into so many things. I have financially problem. I am a person who is unable with finance. So she is the only person, Kasturi, who supported all till now. With her support, the whole thing goes. Then we had idea, we rent it to someone, the downstairs thing. But I didn't want, because we have kept that atmosphere and thing, we didn't want to spoil it. Same thing, Kasturi also felt, no, it cannot be. Then I shared with Bridget, who is also my very loving sister, friend, and she is running Tamarai. It's a project in bioregion. So I shared with her and she was listening it. I thought I wanted actually to have somebody with us as a team member. My wife didn't want to take part. She said, I'm there behind to support you, but I didn't want to get into the center. I can support you from outside, but I cannot commit. That's what her thing was. I wanted somebody, not only me behind this. I wanted another, at least 1 or 2 people who will join and make a group to get registered under Auroville. That it is a registered center. It is not just, something privately happening, and also for fundraising or donations, then it's all, the accounts can be very good. people know it, it's authentic, not something you do,
Yes.
So then she spoke to Elena. Elena came also to one of the programs which happened, and it seems she liked it, and I'm so grateful, my dear friends, Elena Ayenar. Great support, both of them. Then they came in without any hesitation. INR, I just asked him on the way. Bridget spoke to Elena. Elena agreed, and I spoke to INR. Would you like to be part of the center? Because at that time I was not Aurovillian. It needs to be signature of Aurovillian.
Yes.
The executives have to be, the trustees has to be Aurovillian. He, without hesitation, INR said yes. With no hesitation, nothing, immediately he said. And we got registered under Village Action Trust as another unit under Tamarai. So it's and from that time now we have 2 years we are all working together, more than 2 years working together, and we made the center to function. Before
what was there at the time? The collection of the blessing
nothing was there.
Nothing was there.
No, there was only I had a big picture of Mother Sri Aurobindo.
Small garden.
That garden was there as it is, and there was nothing of Mother Sri Aurobindo's things. No, we didn't have. So that's
tell
all.
Us how this happened. For me, it's miraculous. For me, it was an experience that I rarely had of something so beautifully put together. But I want to know how you found all these things.
No, I have to tell you frankly, I have nothing to do with it. That's I'm not telling out of something to say my humility or thing. Truly, I don't know so far what is happening there. It comes, and my duty is I'm just doing my level best, and she's there behind. I know she's only able to do that, not me. I'm just trying to be the possibly I'm not 100% or but to my capacity I'm just serving her. That's it. There's nothing to say very highly about me. There's nothing.
You still haven't told me about the blessing packets. We took photos, remember?
Yeah. It's a collection from many people. It's not one person had given this. Many people had given it.
You asked them?
Yes, because it was Auroville's 50th. I had the idea to do something, a beautiful exhibition. It just came spontaneously on Blessing Packet. We first actually named it in the beginning the history of Blessing Packet. Now we took the history of Blessing Packet, we just say Blessing Packet, because as I put up the exhibition, I know there is still a lot to be discovered and to be recorded, and there is a lot to be done. So that's why I took the word history of blessing. I just put Blessing Packet because we will need to work a lot on it.
What has to be done?
There are a lot of story connected with the Blessing Packet to be collected, all the stories, and there's still a lot I have seen which I haven't received, beautiful Blessing Packets. So the collection idea is to get possibly, it will be continuing collection. There's no a stop to it. There's no end to it. So, and what I experienced people had there during this exhibition, I have no words to say how people were expressing themselves there. The children, amazing. I couldn't believe that such a thing is possible, I thought for my mindset, like, you collect like stamps, like that, different picture, different paper, different type of, you know, I went only into this kind of mindset, different picture, different paper, and same picture in different papers, different envelope, and so my concentration was only in variation, was hunting for different things. So that's how I displayed actually. So now, as the exhibition was going on, I got more ideas how it can be done even more elaborately. Even some blessing packet has a story by itself, how the person received from the mother. In that way, to make really, it needs quite a big space even to put up this, or you can put a big museum only for blessing packet with the stories of itself.
So when you approach someone, you would ask them if they had any blessing packets they could
I
share?
always, well, I was in the, I think I remember I asked you if you could share us. I don't know. So in the beginning, I was shy to ask anybody mother's things, mother's touched, because
Yes.
I felt, it's something so valuable. How will they feel, to give?
Yes.
And I don't know, somewhere later on mother made me to ask anybody whether, I just felt in me, my duty is to ask. If they don't give, no problem. What is harm in asking? Finish.
Absolutely.
I'm asking for her, finish, not for me.
Right.
So this attitude somehow came. Now I am freely asking people, because the idea is to make a beautiful, in the future in Auroville, a museum, and not to call the word museum a big space, the presence, I would call the presence
Excellent. Excellent.
of mothers and Sri Aurobindo's
So,
belongings.
how do you differ from Sri Smithi's collection?
That is unique. I should not speak about that.
Yes.
That is unique.
It is special.
That is
Very
special.
special.
And what Sunanda Ben has done, her dedication, how she had worked and made this, that is, I can't speak about it.
But what are you specifically looking for?
I am looking for all kind of things. Possibly, I have no limitation. There were times I was praying, Mother, I want just your charan. That's it. Your sandal for the center. This would be the absolute. I felt. Now, when Mother made all these things growing up, and now I'm even asking, specifying prayers to her, Mother, I want your sari, your crown, I specify, your blouse, your tabi, your chapel. I'm really specifying and praying it, because I don't want to leave out anything. I want Auroville also have this. It is not for making isolated Auroville, but we have another extension there, and Auroville for me is a space where, it's my personal opinion, everything should be there. Not that we make I know there are people, they distinguish ashram and Auroville. I don't want to speak about it, but this presence is needed for everybody.
Yes.
Needed for everybody.
Yes.
Without that, I think when we think we are doing something, our best and this and that, I think it's all mentally, I think this is very indispensable for us, because what Mother has given the importance of Auroville, we need also that level of presence we also need there to go into the world.
How is the center protected now?
The center is protected by the mother and Sri Aurobindo.
Of course.
And it is amazing. In the beginning I had fears. Oh, the house is alone and
Yes,
this is alone.
and it's way outside someplace.
Yeah, but it is very well protected. Even the neighbors and things, it's all absolutely how mother has put. Of course, the Ganesh is sitting in the garden.
Yes, yes.
The divine child, and yes, I felt I had always my big wish was once I wanted to meet Madan Lalji. I never spoke to him, but I only once met him in Madhur Mandir banyan tree. I was going there to the banyan tree. He was all alone sitting on the bench there. When he smiled, I smiled. I couldn't speak to him because it was a silent place. I didn't want to disturb him. And I have a connection for me with Ganesh and with him.
You know, he was my good friend.
Yes.
And one day he wrote to me and he asked me, could you go through the agenda and give me all Mother's quotations on Ganesh? So I did it.
Yes, I also took it from agenda, everything. Yes, it's a wonderful thing. And there were people were actually, I have to share this because we have problem in both sides. One is, as an Indian, as a local Aurovillian, we have problem to connect Mother Sri Aurobindo.
To connect
to Mother Sri Aurobindo. We are very far away there. Because Madhur Mandir, very isolated. No, everybody cannot go up. You need all kind of thing. I understand, because if you allow everything, it becomes a messy thing. It's absolutely what is, I think, her thing. And center like that in the village which will take Mother Sri Aurobindo is more important. They know it first through that. And we are not only, the center is not only for the villagers, absolutely. It's not only for Aurovillian, no, it's for everybody. Whoever comes from wherever is open. So that is Brahmanaspati Kshetram will do. Is doing, trying to do also this.
And when is it open these days?
At the moment, I am the only one who is working there. Elena and Ayana, they are now in another job, which is also a responsible job for them. They are on the land board. They come on Thursdays or any other day when they are free, and for sure they come on Thursdays for the meditation. And I am the one who maintains the place, and we have every Monday reading circle and Savitri reading, and first Friday, first Sunday, third Sunday we have also reading circle, and every full moon we have Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri reciting. So that, and every year we have an exhibition like this. Now the Sri Charana, the exhibition is going on Mother and Sri Aurobindo's feet.
Beautiful.
And on Darshan days, and of course we have included few Indian things, I mean Hindu things, Indian. Ganesh birthday we celebrate, but not in a traditional way. And Navaratri, not in a traditional way. Krishna's birthday, not in traditional way. We do it in the way of Mother Sri Aurobindo. A different way of. And all the darshan days is open. And on request, people come with a group or things. They call me before a day, then I'm opening. Because half day it takes to clean up the place, everything. Because I am all alone. The center is not able to function full time because if there is more hands, it's
Sure. Sure.
possible. Somebody takes up the cleaning, another person comes in the afternoon, another person does something, so it becomes easier.
So what have you been doing the last 4 years at the center and in Oroville?
Yes. No, the last 2 years I'm in the center full time. Last 2 years. Before I was in Lilaloka, and so the last 2 years I'm committed fully to the center, completely. Though I know that my maintenance will be gone and everything, and Kasturi said, okay, fine, let's see. And Elena supported a lot and lot. INR. So we are going through. It's shaping up, coming up, and yeah.
So last 2 years you're there full time.
Yeah.
What is Kasturi doing?
She's working at Unity Pavilion.
At Unity Pavilion.
Yeah. So,
And have you thought of a place in Oroville possible for this marvelous collection and presence?
yes, I only shared with Elena and INR. We see how mothers unfolds things, but surely this will happen. I see it, not today or tomorrow, but one day for sure it's going to happen. I will go on doing on the side what I am doing. So
Can you share in closing some more of your experiences with Mother or Sri Aurobindo? That would be very valuable
yes,
to people who watch these videos and who feel something of Mother coming through each one.
yes. I just recollect one thing about this individual soul, who has taken this body, and how Mother took this soul, like everywhere there were a lot of difficulties I have faced, and also the human weakness. As usual, I'm just an ordinary person. How Mother made to grow even in my lowest consciousness. It's just to say, that is what for me Mother Sri Aurobindo is unique. They do not see what is your outer and what is happening and all our bullshits, what but she, with her love and compassion, how she always carrying me in each and everything, and my personal emotion, my personal feelings, and all these muddled kind of things, then outwardly how she really carried till today and still carrying me, there is no word to say. And I think it's not only for me, I think for each and every individual soul, if we are just once we are aware of it, we know how much Mother is doing for us. She's constantly doing for everybody. It's not only me or you, and just to get that awareness in us and the gratitude and love for them is enough, I guess, to progress in wherever we are, in whichever stage we are. And I'm thankful to few people. There are so many, but whom I can't say. First, my grandma, my mother Ursula, my soul brothers Hans, Durai, Nishtana, and my wife, and my present soul brother Ayanar, Elena, and there are many whom I need to thank, but these are ones whom I can tell. And
do you experience anything of Mother these days?
I get
in your
time.
life?
I time to time get her in my dreams. She comes.
She comes.
Yeah. So I just finished with one of the dream where I saw both of them,
Ooh.
Mother and Sri Aurobindo.
Oh.
But in two different places. Sri Aurobindo in the street of Sri Aurobindo Library. A Mother somewhere, I think, in the hill station. I don't know, it looks like somewhere in Nainital, I don't know, somewhere in the hill. So first I will narrate Sri Aurobindo's. So you know the granary, ashram granary? There is a house next to it.
I remember the granary because I knew people there.
Yes, and there is a house next to it, and the door is quite high from the road, and there's the steps. In the dream, I saw that was the place inside where Sri Aurobindo and some disciples, I don't know, none of the face I didn't see, but I know only Sri Aurobindo sitting. And behind I saw a beautiful hill. I could see two things. I'm sitting here, I see a huge big hill, green, peacock, waterfall, birds, butterflies. If I would be an artist, I would draw it this how it looked, and the waterfall with the light, the rainbow forms, such a beauty. Just behind him I see the mountain and him. Suddenly then it looks like he's in the room, then suddenly I see behind him the hill. He's sitting, and he's sitting actually in a very unusual thing. I can't imagine that Sri Aurobindo sits on the floor in this way, the one feet like that and the other feet open like that, like you put your both thing like that. And I'm sitting next on the right side of him and only seeing at his feet. So glowing, glowing feet. And he smiles, and it was that experience. I think in one other two dreams I saw, but not like this. Full magnificent. And I woke up. Then it continued with Mother. She's sitting on a cliff. How do you call on the mount? Yeah, cliff.
On a ledge.
Yeah, edge. A pink, very beautiful pink white. This salva kameez, and her usual tying up this. I saw her there also. She's sitting the same way how Sri Aurobindo was sitting on the rock. There it was a mountain hill, but not the mountain like which I saw, very beautiful. But this was as we see it now, the mountain, green and I again there. What I was seeing? I was seeing at her sandal and her feet. I didn't see her much, but only staring at her sandal and the thing. Then I looked at her and she smiled. That's it. That was the dream. And that's my last dream with both of them. And Ganesh, who showed me Mother Sri Aurobindo, and Mother showed us the true Ganesh.
Tell me about that. How Ganesh showed you Mother Sri
Well, first time I read this letter by Mother to Madan Lalji. When this Ganesh temple was Kumbhabhishekam was done somewhere in 90s, 98 or something. I'm not sure when was that. He was distributing that letter printed version. There was in the front, I have still that. There is Mother, and the next to her there is a Ganesh statue, and inside the letter which Mother wrote to Madan Lalji. So I got this through Hans Sana, because Hans was he was working also, working a good friend, I think they were all his. He gave me this leaflet. So when I read it, there where actually I got in touch with Mother. That is the first touch of Mother came for me through that letter, reading that letter. Though my English was bad and good, I couldn't read, but I understood the entire thing. So, and that time I was, fully into this pujas and, all rituals, very much engaged on that. After that, slowly I found, it didn't click me also much. I came close to Mother because Mother was telling so highly about Ganesh. I got into her like that. Then Mother slowly also showed that this is not the way that you can go even much closer. This happened in myself itself. The traditional way is not necessarily the best, she said there in that letter. So this took me quite a long time for me to understand. So now that's how I see. Ganesh showed me the Mother, and Mother showed us. Yeah. So, and sometimes I feel also Ganesh is still serving the Mother as his promise, as he promised the Mother. And it's quite, for me sometimes, it's not to put up a god or something like I up or something. I'm not telling in that sense. Sometimes I had a question, why Auroville is this and everywhere Ganesh? I can understand I'm crazy about Ganesh, to have Ganesh is fine, but why do everybody has a Ganesh? You go to Purtus, there is a Ganesh. You go to health center, there is a Ganesh. Everywhere, gas service, all, wherever you go, there is a Ganesh. Then there is also the Ganesh temple of Auroville. So then I thought, okay, Ganesh wants to help for her project in Auroville, so he is doing his best. So we will also serve the Mother along with him.
Wonderful.
Good. And pray that he removes the obstacles for us to serve the Supreme. I came in touch with Bharati Ben from, I don't know by how and whom. When I met her first time, I was actually at that time preparing for the exhibition on blessing packets. So, and also I was interested in collecting all the message cards from the beginning till today. And somebody introduced her, and she said, I have something from my father, and it's all stuck in a book. So if you could use them, no problem, I can give. That's how she got introduced to me. And from that time till today, she's the well-wisher, and she has helped a lot. And Kalaben, who had given us arranged recently the mother's sandal for the center, she arranged.
She
Yeah.
gave you
Yeah.
Mother Sandals.
Yeah,
She is also a dear friend of mine.
yeah.
In
And
fact, I think I did my first interview with Caliban.
so then Uttamadi, Vilasdi, Richard, Kailash Ben. The list goes on and on.
Yes, yes.
All well wishers. I'm sorry if I have left somebody. There are many to tell the names. And Data Aka, thank you for always giving us support on books and many things.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.